Perfect. Okay, well, welcome everyone. This is the buckets training and a little bit kind of a Beachbody time management. We're going to do this, go over this acronym called RSVP, and then talk about the 80-20 rule. And no, it's not the 80-20 rule with your diet. We can actually put that into our Beachbody hours. So let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so before we get started, we're going to talk about first like your Beachbody hours. And it's so important to have your Beachbody hours set. And yes, they can change every day because I get, something comes up, but you definitely want to set some time in for your Beachbody hours and let people know. And I think that's so important. And honestly, I think that people are going to start respecting that you have your Beachbody hours time set. You need to think of yourself as, you guys are all CEOs of your own company. So think of yourself as a store sitting on the corner of Main Street in your city, like they have hours. When they're open, you go. When they're not open, you don't get mad, right? You're just like, oh no, they're not open. I'll see them tomorrow or their next time that they're open. So that's kind of what you need to look at with your Beachbody hours. Let people know too. Let your coaches know. Let your upline know. Your downline. Everyone know your hours, and they're going to respect it so that they'll know that they can build their hours too. This doesn't need to be a 24/7 job. You should not be answering messages at 2 o'clock in the morning. You just have to be open and honest with everyone who you're talking to about your Beachbody hours. Okay, so what should we be doing within our Beachbody hours? So this is something to kind of remember by its RSVP. So it stands for recruiting, sales, very new people, and performers. So let's go through these. So recruiting. So sometimes recruiting is kind of a scary word. So you can, inviting that's kind of what I like to say is inviting. So we'll do that. So kind of assess your inviting. How many people are you inviting a day? And then what is your goal? Is it 2 to 5 coaches a month? That's kind of what we recommend at the stage of being Diamond and 1 star, so you can just start advancing and getting comfortable with that. So how many people should you be inviting? They say, top coaches say that every 25 people you invite, 5 will listen and 1 will say yes. So it's just, it's not guaranteed, but that's just, kind of what you need to be looking at. So if you want to sign up a coach this month, then you need to make sure you're inviting 25 people. 5 of those people will listen and 1 person will say yes. What I think is always a good challenge to do is just, take a week where you're not too busy and try to invite 25 people a day for 1 week. And out of those, see who will listen. And how awesome would it be if you got, 5 new coaches just that week because you invited that many people. So whatever your goal is, just make sure your inviting is more than your goal, about 25 more to be around the range. So that's recruiting. Sales. What's your goal? Success Club 5 definitely should be your minimum, and it's definitely something that you should be hitting every single month. If you sign on new coaches, make sure that they know the importance of Success Club. If you want to grow this business, you have to hit Success Club. It will help you with your volume. It'll help you with your rank advancement. It'll help you with Elite and Premier, which is hopefully kind of on all your radar, something that you guys want out of this, and a big goal to reach. So always strive for Success Club 10. Let your coaches know how important Success Club 5 is. And if you're asking your coaches to hit Success Club 5, you should be hitting Success Club 6. Like, make sure you're doing a little bit more than what you're asking your coaches to do. So keep the momentum up, keep it exciting, show the benefits of it. And, look at Success Club points is just honestly like changing people's lives, like helping people. And I think that's one of the best ways to look at it, so you don't get, so involved on points and stuff like that. Like, just reach out and help people. There's so many people to help out there. You just have to ask and invite. Okay, so, and consistency is key. Make sure you're doing these simple things every single day. Hopefully you have a power hour. If you don't know what a power hour is, let me know. I'll love to explain it for you. I have a couple live power hour videos too I can send you as well. But make sure you're doing it every single day and stay super consistent with it. Very new people. So we have a Coach Basics program in the back office, which is really good. I'm sure Erica probably kind of has a Coach Basics program that she helps you along with too. Just make sure you know kind of the step after your challenge group to inviting to kind of putting people into a Coach Basics program and get them started. My favorite is out of this is treat all new coaches as potential top coaches. So who here started as a discount coach? Raise your hand. Anybody? Yeah. Okay, good. So a couple people. So think if you started as a discount coach and your upline coach just didn't even care about you, you know, like didn't keep inviting you, didn't keep showing you the business, didn't keep, you know, making this excited, you guys probably wouldn't be where you're at. So no matter when your coach signs up or a coach signs up and they want to just be discount coaches, make sure you're treating them as they're your next 15-star top coach, because you never know. Anita Myron, discount coach. I think Amy Silverman was a discount coach too. Like all these coaches were just, they didn't really want to do it. So, but it's how they're treated and how they kind of the culture around that will make them actually want to do it. And then business guidance too. You want to, you know, pick your strengths, what's working, and definitely try to duplicate that and let your team know. Like, don't be holding secrets away from your team of what's working. You know, like we're all in this together. So share ideas. Make sure you're building these business builders. Okay, so that's kind of what, performers. Sorry, I forgot one. So performers. This is when you're going to want to kind of help your team set their goals. You will do your one-on-ones, your schedule your Zoom calls. I think this is so important to have team members present on a call when you're holding them. It builds leadership. Sometimes you have to be thrown out of your comfort zone a little bit to succeed, and I know that's how I learn. So I think a lot of people learn like that. Like, hey, you're going to present on this team call, take 10 or 15 minutes and talk about something, and it will definitely help them build their business. And plan team events. You know, like you guys were just on a retreat. That's amazing. Like these type of events will actually just make you feel like you're part of a bigger thing than just, you know, you sitting at home. Because this really is such a good community of coaches out there, and I think team events are so important. Okay, so that's kind of what we do within our Beachbody Hours. So we talked to Brigida Linford. She's a 15-star Diamond Elite coach, and we just kind of asked her, so like, what do you do when you're working your Beachbody Hours? Like, how do you spend your time? So she does this. So she says a typical day for a 15-star is she works the first half of her day on her business and her business alone, which I think is so cool. She makes sure she's hitting Success Club. She makes sure she's focusing on her recruiting, on her leading by example. She's doing her Facebook posts. She's doing her invites. Everything to do with her business, she still does every single day. And then the second half of her day, she helps her team and helps them reach their goals. So that's when she does her team Facebook group page, her Coach Basics program, her one-on-one calls, her team Zoom calls, and everything like that. So this is Brigida. She's a 15-star. So where should we kind of be at? You know, like most of us are diamonds. So we focus on, we'll go down this one, the 80-20 rule, which is right here. So Erica will be like more around 60-40, but for diamonds, you want to be around 80-20. Like 80% of your Beachbody hours should be spent on you hitting Success Club. You on your Facebook posts, on your inviting, on your follow-up, on everything to do with your business. And then the 20% of the time you can be helping out your coaches. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing. So now it comes to the buckets training. So what seems to be working, and it helps me throughout my day, and I definitely think it will help with you with your day too, is think of how many hours you have in a day and split up, kind of like write down 5 buckets. So I'll show you an example. So here's mine. It's going to be kind of backwards, like the writing, but you get the point. So here's all my buckets, and here's all my hours. So I work at corporate, so I work a lot more than just 2 hours a day. Like I'm usually here around 8 or 9 hours, I would say. But then you're going to want to fill your other buckets with whatever you do. So you want to prioritize them too. So start on this side. I guess start on this side for you guys because it's backwards, but start on this side and find out what's the most important to you. So mine's family, and then I did personal, and then I have work and education and service. So these are kind of like what's important to me throughout my day. And then you're just going to want to kind of put in your hours. So I want to make sure every day I have 3 hours with my family, no matter what. And then I have 2 hours for my personal, 8 hours for my work, 1 hour for my education, and like a half hour for service. So this is how I split up my days a little bit to know. So what's so important are these barriers. See how I drew these barriers between each one? It's because you want to keep your buckets pure. So you want to make sure when you're with family, like I said earlier, when you're with family, shut down. Put everything else down, your family time. Put your phone away, put it in a basket, turn it off, whatever it is, and be with your family. If your kid's a soccer game, put your phone down, enjoy it. And then, when you're personal, I do the Miracle Morning, which is amazing. And if you guys ever struggle with life, do the Miracle Morning. It's so great. So that's besides what, so I do 2 hours of personal, and most of it's in the morning time. I get up, I work out, I read my PD, I meditate, I do a whole bunch of stuff. It's okay. So I do a whole bunch of stuff that I make sure. I'm echoing. Hold on. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so I do a whole bunch of stuff and have me time and then work time. So this is going to be when you do your Beachbody hours. And no, they don't have to be 8 hours a day, but when you're working your Beachbody, make sure you're working it. Like set down some time and say, family, I had my family time. You did your workouts already and stuff like that. Now you have 2 hours to work Beachbody. Like sit down and stay focused. And that's what's so great about these buckets is you've actually scheduled out your time so you know. And so when your 2 hours are up or however long you scheduled your Beachbody hours, you're done. Put it down and then you'll pick up the next day or the next time you have it scheduled. This helps a lot though. It helps tons if you just write it down as easy as this, because it's one thing to say, I'm going to work Beachbody for 2 hours every single day. But I promise you, like writing it down and actually scheduling in everything else around it will help a ton throughout your day. Any questions? Sorry, I had to put you guys all on mute, so you'd have to take yourself off. Erica, any questions?
I don't think so. I mean, I love that because it's really simple. And as many times as I've said, like, have a method to your madness and make your hours. Just having these buckets definitely puts it into a different, more simplified perspective. So I like that. And I feel like it can definitely, I know several of you guys have kids. So, and Andrea one day will have children. She has fur babies. So, yeah, they are the best. They don't talk back. They're wonderful. Liza, you're wonderful too, though. But yeah, I just, it's one thing that I've struggled with is just helping them figure out an exact system. And I feel like this is really good at doing that because it's simplifying it. And it's definitely easy to then duplicate into their downline. So do you guys have any questions? Amy, Christy, Andrea, Erin? What's the Miracle Morning?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's amazing. So I've been doing it for about, I would say this is my 4th week. So, and our Noah actually was the one that's like, you need to do this. Because I was just in a flump. Like I just wasn't feeling good. I was kind of negative, like just not doing like good myself. So he's like, you should try this. He's like, I challenge you to do this for 2 weeks. And now it's a month and I'm still doing it. So the savers thing. So you do you wake up an hour before you're supposed to wake up. Some of you, I'm up at like 4:30 every day. So that's a little bit brutal, but it's amazing. So I wake up at 4:30 and you do a list of 6 things. So it's, silence. So that's like meditation, or you can sit in silence. Affirmations, visualization. So like visualize your day, and affirmations, you guys know what affirmations is, right? Like you speak out loud about positive things. So then visualization, like visualize things happening. Exercise. So I'm always working out before I even come to work. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Personal development. So reading. And then scribing, so journalizing. And it's just like not really journalizing a ton. It's just kind of like writing down some wins of the day, which I think are super important. Just, you know, what happened that day that was so good, or the day before, and write down wins, and then maybe like your goal for that day. I'm really big on just writing down daily goals to like reach my bottom line goal. So I do that, but it's a game changer. It just starts your day off with just so much like peace and energy, and you're ready for everything. And you know, like I come to work and I'm like pumped when people are still wiping off like sleepy eyes. So it's been amazing. So if you're ever in like not feeling great, try it out for 2 weeks. I totally recommend it.
I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to challenge the team to do that.
Seriously, I've found lots of coaches, especially coaches that have problems with time management too, because you could get your power hour done in that time too. You know, if it's just a couple hours right there, you can get your workout done, your PD done, and then your power hour.
Right.
And be done before your kids even wake up.
Do you do it in a certain order, or is it just kind of random each morning?
I do mine kind of random. I don't think there's an order.
Okay.
But I haven't read the book. So there's a book called The Miracle Morning, and I haven't actually read the book. I just know like the steps to take. So I don't know if you have to do it in order or not. But yeah, you get the book. I know, maybe I should read that on my PD time. Is what I'm doing.
I mean, but you have Arnold there, so
yeah, he just explains it to me. Yeah,
he's like a little Buddha. So
he really is. He's amazing. But it helps. I strongly recommend it. It helps.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Definitely. Let me know too. Like message me and keep me posted.
Yeah. Well, I guess, I mean, do you guys have any other questions, concerns while we have Sydney on?
So are you guys all from the Central region?
Well, Andrea is going to be moving to the Central region, but I was going to talk to you about that. Amy and Aaron and Missy are all my diamonds, like here in town, and Christy will be one soon. And so is there some way that they can chat with you or create a pod with you and talk and check in?
Yes, for sure. So what I recommend is just make sure you guys just add me on Facebook and just message me too. And I'll put you guys in my Push to 1-Star group, because you're in all diamonds, right? Okay. Yeah. So I run these Push to 1-Star mastermind calls once a week. Tons of different coaches throughout the region, and people present on the calls. Like different coaches will present on the calls about Success Club, recruiting ideas, getting coaches started right ideas, just organizational, social media, like tons of different ideas and tons of different topics, and everyone just kind of takes turns and presents on it. So they've been really, really powerful.
Awesome. Thank you.
So yeah, just message me and tell me that you want to get into the group, and I'll add you. Okay. And they're on Monday nights or Wednesday mornings, so I'll let you know.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I'll just send you this recording too.